again. Third time's the charm. I am sorry that my computer crashed a second time this stream. Luckily, it didn't happen during the big story element that was just going on. But it happened again. So I'm sorry again that the VOD has been cut up for a third time. But I really needed to finish this story, I feel like. So I wanted to make sure that we can get back in. Why is my hand like this? What are you guys doing over there? Is the sound... Sound should be working. There's nothing playing right now. Okay. Yeah, there you guys are. All right. Testing audio. Can you guys hear that? All right, you can hear, right? I found facing random PC crashes. Spare me into a pillow helps temporarily. Thank you, Trey. I also saw you gifted 20 subs while I was offline. Thank you so much, man. It really means a lot. I'm glad you guys were enjoying the RP. It's rare you have like a real story beat that you can work with and improvise, and I don't know, it's cool. So, and VR is a really cool way of getting in character. Like I felt actual trepidation and like a bunch of different emotions when we were walking in that sandstorm. So, such a cool thing that is how it works, you know. You need POV. What's wrong?
Hey, there you are. You're already in a meeting.
All right.
Take the elevator up.
Okay. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, one sec. There we go.
Fantastic things that are brewing up in our highest technology lab. Okay, also be receiving. We can spare one officer at the guard. You know, at the guard at the front of the store. I noticed that you guys usually don't have security. Okay, so that would be a big bonus.
No,
and,
we don't.
they'd be in contact with high threat response. Okay, that's a bonus that we haven't placed on the table yet. Okay, but with the corporation comes high threat response if need be. Okay. And we could get someone down there. A whole team of the badass killers that you've known and feared your whole life are on your side now. What do you think of that? People fucking around in your bar, not so fast.
Yes,
Yeah,
impressive indeed.
Like, I've just had run-ins with Atlantis last year, where they came and held people hostage. Would you be able to?
Oh, and Nirvana.
Yeah.
Yes, well,
So,
There's
that's
been a
the
lot
thing.
of course that have shown us guns to our faces.
With my name on this bill, okay, what you're gonna be getting from me is the Goldman guarantee, okay? If another corporation is trying to seize these assets from another corporation, that's open war. Nobody's gonna risk open war with Wodo, okay? We are the largest, we're the most financially, esteemed group of any corporation, okay? We can handle any problems that may arise. Now, in addition... Oh, go ahead, yes.
I was just going to mention, on the way up here, we saw that there was some kind of gang hanging around all the businesses. So we might need more security
Yes.
than you think.
Really?
They
What-
seem to
what's
be
this
attacking
they're giving-
businesses
gang's
that
name?
are working with corporations.
Exactly.
I see. Okay,
Shaking
we
them
can
down.
definitely, we can arrange something to happen to them, I believe.
Just wanted to
You
give
have
you
a
a
name,
heads
any
up.
information that you can share would be great on that.
I'm not sure of the name yet.
Well, if they
We
pose
just
a
saw
threat
it
to
at
you,
work.
Happened recently, but we can give you a description of what they look like. Bunch of something from way back when, punk hair, punk clothing, not quite waist, but could be.
They didn't look like they'd be very friendly. I'll just say that.
I see. Of course. You know, somebody going around causing mayhem and chaos to these local business owners, I mean, that is foul. That is disgusting. You know, people trying to make money. And let me tell you, if someone fucks with me that way and tries to take away my money, they're gonna be getting the business end of a gun, okay? Now, in addition, I wanted to express my concern for the growth and prosperity of your business, okay? And in that regard, what we can do, of course, the investment money that we have already laid down would be going straight towards any improvements that you require. If you need more funding, you come directly to me. All right? It's not possible, but I can get you a little extra bonus. You got yourself a new wing. You got yourself some new room. You got yourself some new equipment. Okay, I can make that happen. You know, if you didn't feel as if time is done, I'm done talking. It's a partnership. Okay? That's what I expect from you, Cal. However, if you need something like the bed plan, something I can know what I can do for you. I can get you top class superstar right now. And you can come down and do some for me. How does that sound? Exactly, and I can make that happen for you. All right, this isn't an exclusivity thing. I guarantee you, they want to get their name out there. They want to put on these performances. All it means now is that they're going to be a third party rather than a direct operation. But you're not going to miss me out on it. Okay? Any other questions? I think I've covered most of it.
What the fuck?
Just your complete cooperation for, you know, this regard. I don't want anyone using this opportunity and these resources I'm providing as a way to flip it on its head and come back to me. Okay, if you bite the hand that feeds, I promise you, you won't be biting anymore. That's all there
I
is
can
to it.
promise that we would have allegiance to you. We'd turn our backs on your back, stab you it off. We work together. That's not how I work.
Woto number
Oh,
one!
Oh, I didn't even notice you come in, Ricky.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little quiet
How was your
today.
little escapade?
I also had a question.
Yep, go ahead. Sorry, we'll be done in
Let's
just a
talk
minute.
about that
Ricky.
afterwards.
So in this deal, there will be no wiretapping of our rooms or our establishment building.
Okay, you know, I had heard of this. That is so completely unprofessional. You know, the things that they wanted to do,
Especially
how
with
could you
me.
even consider that kind of offer, okay? We don't want anything to do, we have no nefarious plans for your business, okay? This is seriously just, I'm straight to the chase on this one.
Well, I just had to
Heard
ask.
from the
We had
horse's
another
mouth.
corp ask us to do that. I'm just
Yeah.
making sure.
Listen,
I don't think you want to
like
hear
I
the
said
noises
before,
that come out of our rooms.
Oh, I would rather not. However, like I said before, you know, any information that you are willing to share, your time working there, you know, maybe somebody at the bar says a little something, you can slip that information my way, but it's not a requirement. Yes, please.
Vesta has a question, actually.
Yeah, if this contract that we'd be signing, would this be a permanent contract, or is it something that we could revisit every once in a while and make sure that things are still going the way we want, or potentially
Yes,
if...
renegotiations are available. Let's put it at, I mean, I want some commitment here, okay? Maybe we put it at 6 months,
Yeah, that's
and then renegotiation is open from then on.
Sounds okay with me.
Yeah.
Sounds.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I have no complaints.
I can draft all that up on the computer here, get a contract ready to sign if you ladies think this is a good fit for your business. I mean, you won't get a better partner than Wodo. Let me tell you that.
Would you mind giving us a space to talk about it?
Oh, absolutely. You could go down the elevator to the lobby if you'd like to, or just around the corner. I'll stay in here.
All right.
Talking
Come
over.
on, girls.
It'll be really cool.
We'll be right back.
We won't take up
Absolutely.
much
Take
of
your
your
time.
time.
Ricky, if you'd like to share what you had going on while they're deliberating.
Let me escort the ladies downstairs and they can talk in the lobby. I'll be right back.
Very well.
Thank you, Mon. You're so kind.
You're so sweet, Monyu.
Ah.
So, good news, bad news? What did you get the stuff?
It was a death trap, Mr. G. There was no stuff
What
to
do you
get.
mean?
We arrive, it's a rock face. We can't even approach by vehicle. We needed a jet from the beginning.
Yeah, you were talking about. I can work that out. I just need more time.
We were already down there. You don't know what it's like down there.
Well, how was I supposed to know there was going to be you said there was rocks in the way? I mean, what do you want me to do about that?
Do your job.
Okay, I
Do
need
some
to hear this story
reconnaissance.
too.
That was the reconnaissance. But we couldn't risk doing the reconnaissance without the passcode. Because if they get there and they say, yes, sir, we've got it, but now we're sitting here with our dicks in our hands, we need
Alright.
you to be there.
There were no other
What
corpses
really
down
happened?
there.
I mean, tell me.
Well,
Okay, so we were the first. We had good info.
sure. I don't know if it's worth it, though. We go down there. We get to the rock face. We start noticing, the wildlife, let's say, starts to surround us. Monyu, to his credit,
There's this. Well, there was a bunch of spiders, little spiders, big spiders, and then there was this huge worm that was just going around. How the fuck are we gonna get through that again?
What, you saw the worm? Was this the worm?
Yeah,
oh, I saw the worm.
it was a huge ass worm. That thing will
Holy
gulp
hell.
us up easily.
Anyway,
How the hell did you boys get out of there alive?
well, funny story.
Barely, but I would like to hear that story too.
Where's my
Wanyu.
good friend, Cash Monet? Sergeant Cash Monet?
You guys were, how related were you? On like a 1 to 10.
Well, about like a 2.
Okay, good. They're dead. They're all dead.
Oh, damn it. Okay, well. Anything else?
Yeah, okay, so we get down there. Wanyu and a couple of the others chase after the crabs they see, assuming them to be the threat. As they do so, a larger crab creeps up from behind and tries to take us by surprise. The rookie you sent, by the way, was it like his first day on the job? Who is that guy?
Oh, that
I
guy
don't-
was
I-
getting on my nerves. He just kept
Sergeant
talking.
Monet took care of all the preparations, okay? I don't know who we put together.
All right, well,
All I
whoever,
picked was that sergeant.
he was a rookie, all right? He's a private. It's his first job, I bet. He hops in the vehicle with me and starts driving off because we're clearly compromised. We loop back around to hopefully pick up Monyu and Leonard, but again, trying to locate anyone in that desert is near impossible. So, we're trying to make it back to town because the sandworm began to chase us. The sandworm. I saw it myself.
Yeesh.
We're going back to town. The car breaks down.
Oh, no.
The rookie gets out.
Boy.
He says we gotta make a run for it. At that point, I'm pretty sure we're dead. But, you know, I thought I'd give it a good try. We start making a run for it. We don't know which way's which way's back to town, what's closer to the desert. Out of nowhere, the worm comes back. It ate the rookie whole, Goldman. I watched it. He was 5 feet away from me.
Wow. Oh, my God. Wow. Yeesh.
I
brave soldier.
couldn't get back,
I mean,
obviously.
you got your eyes on it, though. How big was this thing? We're talking. Pretty big.
Honestly,
Sorta big.
this wall to that wall was a good estimation when we were there before.
I mean, it can occupy this whole floor, probably. It's
Fucking
huge.
hell.
It's not the point.
Okay.
I knew I was done for, so I climbed on top of the car that was broken down and tried to bargain with the forces that may be. See if I don't know, had something up my sleeve.
Try to do some hoodoo voodoo magic or what was that?
I don't know. You know, I don't think you'd really get this, but when you're faced with sure death, you know, your mind goes to some funky places. You kind of see things clearly. What the hell was I doing there?
Yeah, no idea what you're talking about.
Why the hell was I going to a desert? For a thing that we heard down the grapevine from some hacker. The whole thing suddenly was clear to me. And
With all due respect, it was an obvious... I mean, it seemed like an obvious setup, but... go on up. Excuse me.
well, to be fair, mind you,
Speak.
Wildlife?
it
set
didn't
you
seem
up?
we were set up by anything but the inhospitable nature of that location.
Indeed. Okay. Well, I mean, when
Let
we
me
get
check
that
on
jet,
Look,
Let me check on the girls just in case.
I'm not even at the important part yet.
oh, okay.
I'm
Go on,
sitting
go
there
on.
waiting for death. When out of the sands walks this nomad-looking traveler. He had on a suit, like an armored suit, a wide-brimmed hat. And he offered to guide me, or at least gave me the option of following him or waiting for my inevitable death. To be frank, not a really good option, kind of just one option.
Right.
But, of course, I followed. This is my best chance out.
I told them to not come up yet, just in case.
Yeah, well, to make it quick, he led me through the storm. He explained to me of the forces of that storm, of the power out there in the wastes that we are completely ignorant of. I told him I had assumed the waste was only sand. You know, I mean, what? You look out there, you see sand from here, right? Well, there's a lot of sand, but what's underneath the sand?
How can sand be more powerful than Wodo? This is ridiculous. All right, this vagrant wandering in the sands. It sounds like you're playing him up to be some cowboy hero. All right, you know, fuck this guy. You guys made it out of there. But when we can get this jet fueled up and ready to go, we're gonna take the opportunity, Ricky. Okay? I understand this shook you up, but I mean, honestly, it sounds like you went through a lot. You should take some time to rest and think on this. But you know, this whole thing, it's frankly not very believable. I mean, this guy walked out and started speaking of how sand
think I'm
is
lying?
very powerful.
What reason would I have to lie?
Oh no.
Listen to me, Goldman.
Listen, I
For
believe
the
you.
first time
I
in
don't
my
believe
life,
him.
I'm telling the truth. The whole truth.
Nothing but the truth.
Yeah, nothing but the truth.
So help you God. Well, in that case, I mean, what do you suggest? What do you want from me? How can I help this?
I just
To
need a little
report
bit
even
of time.
further, real quick.
That's what I figured.
It seemed like they were a little bit smart on the smart side. I mean, the spider was just attacking the car that we came in.
The man
Luckily, I fended
in
it
the
off just in
desert
time.
explained to me the spiders don't bother you unless you bother them, which genuinely made sense based on your behavior. If you don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with you. The worms,
I was just looking
similarly,
out for you, sir.
if you walk slowly across the sands, they are less likely to be drawn to your location. That is how we avoided them after he came by.
Oh, smart. Yeah, that's a good bit of information.
Well, he showed me some things out there in the desert, and I managed to find my way out.
Great. Well, did you want to go check on that and also send the ladies up? We got to finish this deal, Ricky.
Yeah,
But,
sure thing.
take the day off if you need to. I mean, like, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just that one.
Right this way, ladies.
All right.
There you are.
Let's go.
Goodbye, Mr. Ricky.
How the fuck do I... How is this thing so fucking close to me? How do I hit this?
You need something?
Yeah. Ricky's going to look up the name of the character that gave him this, Tosek. He doesn't want to inform Mr. Goldman yet. He wants to learn more about them without bringing in the company.
Who was it that gave you that?
Arcadum.
Oh, one moment.
What the hell am I looking at? Crinkleston. Man, I gotta decide what Ricky would do here.
Okay. First thing you find is that the gun has an inscription upon it that also reads Tosek.
Right.
The second thing that you find is this is standard issue military equipment for a mercenary company known as the Hellbats. Back, oh, I accidentally picked up the gun. Back, before the War of Unification, the Hellbats were a mercenary company who worked for the Galactic Union. During the war, they fought their way off of their home planet of Ajax before it was glassed by Soniti warships, thus earning them the nickname Hellbats, and they are a group of mercenaries so strong that they were able to fight the corporations for long enough on their own that they were given their own freedom.
And now they're a gang on the row.
Yep, and now they're a gang in the row, and other places as well across the galaxy. Smattered fragments of them remain.
I think he mainly wanted to look up if there's any data on this, a name of Tosek in the database of, like, you know, potential criminals, characters, like, you know, does it ring a bell?
Not within any public database that Wodo has access to.
Okay. So, I think his conclusion is that he should go see the Hellbats and see if they have any information.
Nice.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do.
Clap.
Thankfully, we have a point of contact there. Why is it still on my screen?
Oh, yes. I was thinking about actually getting some of this. Also, I wanted something, and this is just for me.
Yes.
But if, I I would like on the contract for me to be the one responsible for any actions of any of my girls in the brothel. Just to have it in words.
Okay. I have updated info for you. The weapon contains a name that's the name of an ancient project, not a person. This Operation Cossack, specifically was registered by the corporate standard to be an experiment. The experiment was meant to test the soul, or perhaps to even journey beyond death.
There you are.
Hey, I might have a project that I need you for. Can you be ready in like 5 minutes?
I also wanted... yes, I can. I just needed to ask you. Was it some sort of, like, magic feeling that you were feeling out there? Is that what you were trying to say?
I don't know if magic's the word, but yeah, there was something. It was, spiritual, I guess you could say.
Okay. Well... Good to know. Should we talk in your lab, or...?
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Are you still there? Right. That's right.
Oh, hey. Sorry, I get a little antsy.
Yeah. Look, there's some stuff I gotta look into now. The stuff I saw out there in the wastes, it, how do I put this? It put a lot in perspective. I really shouldn't be alive. Is at the core. I keep coming back to that. Can't get out of my head.
I mean, you haven't fully explained what happened. I mean, did
look,
this, like, entity, like, save you or something?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. They led me through the waste. They told me what I needed to do to get out, and that I would find it within myself. It wasn't about what I do unto the world. It's coming to terms what I need, and to be truthful. I don't know why I'm spilling my guts to you like this, but it just feels, it's different on you. I don't know how to put it.
To be frank, I've never seen you this serious before. It's
I know,
actually scaring a little bit. You must be serious.
I never really had a reason to be serious. But I want to get to the bottom of this.
Well,
I need to know who that person was. I need to understand what that space was and why it matters.
About that, sir,
What?
I might be able to help with that.
How?
I'm not Manu.
What?
How do I put this? I'm an elemental being that is trapped inside of Manu. I'm not Manu. And I think I can help with this, maybe. I know this might be a little bit confusing.
No, it makes sense. You're always been kind of kooky, so, I guess that explains some stuff.
That's the real Manu coming out sometimes, and...
Really? Wait,
I don't
Manu
know
is
how-
the kooky one.
Yes. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
So then who am I talking to?
You're talking to Otto. My name is Otto.
Otto. Interesting. Why are you puppeting it around this flesh body?
I actually am the thing that keeps Manu alive. Without him, he can't live.
So like the core for Gloop.
In a sense, yeah. You see, he has a disease where he can only run off of electricity. I happen to be an electric elemental. I know it's really weird.
Like a spirit.
I'm basically like a spirit, yes.
Huh. Okay. That's interesting.
Oh, will you let me talk to him already?
Fine.
So Manu's the one that fucked the prostitute and likes the cat girls of the brothel.
Hello, sir. It is great to finally talk to you like normal.
Hello, Manu. At ease. How does it feel sharing a body with, a spirit?
Well, it's great. I feel energized all the time. I love it. But sometimes I just want to be free. And he doesn't let me really move around too much. But hey, at least I'm still alive.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So, what is it
Shut
you
up,
want,
Marie.
Otto?
Well, since I share a body with Manu, I'm also sworn to Woto as well, so I would like to help in any way and see if I can maybe talk with this elemental. It seems it might be one of my kin. I'm not sure, I don't know, but...
I appreciate the help, but before we get to that, what is it you want?
What is it that I want?
You. What's your truth?
Are you talking to me?
Or are you talking to me?
Both. Doesn't matter.
I've never even thought of that.
Most people don't.
Seeing that I don't remember much of my past at all. You guys were the one that saved me. I just like the life up here. It's not bad. But I would like to find out who I was before. That would be great.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun.
Well, forgive me for saying so, but based on your personality, it seems you don't really, fraternize well with fun.
Point being, what?
I mean,
My slacker? Is that what you're trying to say?
are you trying to acclimate with the other citizens of this place? Are you trying to see what it's like to be a person? What is it like to be a spirit? Do you not want to return to that form? What does
seeing
have
that I'm-
fun to you?
Seeing that I'm stuck in this body, might as well see what it's like to live the life of a human, and to be honest, he doesn't seem to care really that much.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Well, thank you for being honest with me.
I am the one that's keeping him alive.
Yeah. Listen. I have a sudden passing interest in spirits that I had previously not held. I'd like to know more about how they work. What is their connection between life and death?
Well, that would be a little, difficult to explain, seeing as, there are some things us spirits are not exactly allowed to, per se, reveal.
How is
About
that?
life and death.
You've seen the other side.
Supposedly. Maybe. I mean, Manu has almost died twice now.
What was it like when you were out there in the wastes and you were lost and were sure death was coming? Did it feel familiar?
Are you talking about with today's events?
Yes.
Well, I'm not really fazed by that type of thing. And I'm sure Manu doesn't feel it either because we're connected, so... That's all I can really say.
So how do you propose to help me then, if there are some secrets that spirits can't share with the mortals?
Well, that's why I'm willing to go out there and maybe, try to find this one that you supposedly met.
There seems to be a lot of buried secrets out in those sands.
But hey, you know, it might not even be one of my kin. Who knows? It could be something else completely. But I do feel like it might be something like me at least. Maybe a cousin.
Yeah, that's a good point. Are you spirits, do you know each other? Is there anyone in the Undercity or the Row that you can recognize as a spirit? Can they recognize
I've seen
you?
spirits out there. But, unfortunately, being stuck with Manu... Hey! Shut up. I also have kind of partial memory. It's kind of affected me as well. That's the burden that I carry, being in this vessel.
Interesting.
But I thought I might as well come clean since you started talking about that. And,
I appreciate it.
You know, I don't know, I thought it would be a little bit too much for you guys to handle. It's like you have to handle two idiots.
If you prefer, we can keep this for Mr. G. I don't mind.
All he's gonna do is just yell and say all this bullshit. I don't know. What do you propose?
I don't think,
He's not one to talk, so I don't think he would be blurting out any secrets.
Not so much that. I think it's more... He doesn't really seem to care about things that don't directly affect him or his business. And this, as long as you keep doing your job, I don't see why it should come to his attention.
Duly noted.
However, Manu or Otto, you did fail.
It's best you just call me Manu.
Right. Manu, you did fail at your job today.
That I did.
Hi there. Occupado in here? We got, the good doctor is in. We're gonna have a chat.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, no, bring them on in. Which good doctor?
Dr. Alexandra Monaruk.
Great, okay. I was actually looking to talk with her as well, so.
Fantastic. All right, right this way.
Good to see you, Doctor.
Hello, Ricky.
Good to see you, sad boy.
Hello.
I hope he's a happy boy today.
Right. So, progress.
Long story short, I did a little listening around about potential contacts that have knowledge in the field of necromancy that we debated. It seems like there's currently stuff going on down there together with well, at least in some kind of connection with Talaris, that I would not like to dip my toes into too deep, because, understandably, it might not be the
You're a neutral party.
best thing to get into. Yeah, exactly. I'm a neutral party, but I would rather not have them finding out about me doing research on the topic.
Of course.
Well, you know what? I just made a recent business deal, and as part of that contract, the people I did business with were informed of the nature that if anyone is under Wodo authority, Talaris would never, I can guarantee you, would never risk open confrontation with a Wodo asset. Okay? And so if you revisit your contract and your employment here at Wodo, then we could get that down in the books, and you have something official to hold up should the Talaris boys come knocking.
Generally, once again, I would rather not go under an exclusive contract, but my company, Aurora Industries, would definitely be happy about an official cooperation with Wodo, if that's a thing that would be okay for you.
Absolutely, and that's what we agreed on before, was the non-exclusivity contract, however you would be, employed under, and receiving, investments from, and financial stipulations and such, and we can make that happen.
Yeah.
So long as you're willing to keep working with us. All right, well, I would love to draft that up for you, and we could get that signed, and then you'd have something to, keep it tucked away, of course, but if the worst comes to worst, and Talaris is at your door, you have something as backup. And that's all that's the best I can do for you.
Yeah, that's...
that way you stay neutral, and you're protected.
Yep, exactly.
Were you proposing before that
was the second thing.
Regarding these, delving into the questions around necromancy and Talaris, were you proposing that we be the ones to dip our toes in, as opposed to you? Or do you think
I
we
would
should...
simply say that we should give the situation a day to cool down there, because apparently there was some kind of bombing going on.
A bombing, another one. Great. Who was it this time?
Always is.
I do not know exact details, but from what I've heard, it actually was dangerously close to the area dedicated to necromancy, which...
Think it could be someone trying to break in?
Or break out.
I wouldn't see...
I don't think the zombies have bombs.
Honestly, knowing the localities, I do not think that was the case, because the area was publicly accessible for everybody. If anything, then somebody probably tried to prevent access of certain parts.
Oh, you think it was a preemptive, like a counter measure to avoid people from getting in?
Yeah.
That's different entirely.
That I ran some further molecular analyses, and I cross-referenced it with the data that you supplied me about the Wodo cubes. And the good news is, if we do a little bit more work on that topic, we might actually be able to replicate it without the use of magic at all, simply on a molecular base.
Oh,
well,
incredible.
That would, of course, be preferable.
I always said you didn't need magic for all this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Just good old-fashioned hard work.
Yeah. In the end, it's his structure basically is very, very similar to the jelly cubes. It just got slightly altered, and if I can figure out how to reproduce this alteration, we might actually be able to reproduce its properties completely.
Great, I love that. That's some good news.
It. I mean, looking at what it was able to do, if we amplify it, we might actually be able to produce, for example, artificial meat that is indistinguishable from real grown meats, simply by giving the glyph a lot of time to reproduce the structure. So,
Ricky, what do you think of that? That's incredible.
Yes, science is certainly a miracle worker.
Yeah, I think the easiest way to envision it is to see the gloop as stem cells. Stem cells, I don't know how deep you are into biology, are essentially the foundation cell it can develop into every other cell that is found in an organism. And if we are able to recreate this stem cell-like functionality and then stimulate it in the right way, we could literally create food out of gloop.
Well,
Incredible.
we're happy
I mean,
to
keep that
facilitate.
research going. And if you need funding, you just let us know. You know, we have funds ready to be, you know, distributed as seen fit.
Yep.
If you need a new piece of equipment to make this happen, you come to me. And you know what? Let's go draft up that contract while we're at it.
Yeah. That is actually a good idea. Generally, I'm still working on getting for new equipment, but yeah.
Mr. Ricky, just so you know, radio con on 10. You haven't put that back on. Came back for this land.
Got it.
Alrighty. I got the contract here printed out. Just need to... Wait, how do you sign things?
I have a digital signature saved on my ID. Because
Then why did I print
20th
this?
century.
God, the old ways are just dying faster than I realize. Alright. Let me get this here. Digital signature, please.
Alright. Can I have a look at it quickly? Just so...
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you could have the written up version here, or on the computer. Basically, it's everything we talked about.
Yep. Yeah. Research advisorship. That sounds good. It is
Very happy to be working with you.
Indeed. And I'm definitely looking forward to the progress of this project and future projects that I can assist with.
That is great news, yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know how the time frame is looking on this current project, but if you are to finish it, or we could drum up plenty of things to use with that smart head of yours, okay? And, you know, you get to further the advancement of the scientific world. What a hero. Very happy to be working with you.
Doctor, if I may hold you
Working with you
for a moment for some in-depth questions about some of your research. Nothing you need to worry about, just kind of technical stuff.
Oh, sure. All right. Well, I was going to make the rounds anyway, so suppose I'll leave you to it. Security, if you'd like to come with me. Come on, you can stay here with Mr. Ricky. Thank you. Thank you all. And a fantastic day.
to you too, sir.
So,
nice meeting you.
You were saying before that we can avoid the necromantic energy involvement by completely, genetically modifying it. How exactly does that work when, as we've learned from our trip to Talaris, magic can have a physical effect on the objects themselves? Are you saying there's a way to scientifically recreate the effects of magic?
The thing is, what essentially happened from my understanding is that Core got somehow in contact with some old jelly cubes, and with a little bit of magic, the Core connected to the jelly cubes, and then formed these into the being that we knew as Gloop. But this process of coming to life and of becoming a sentient creature is not necessary for our means in using it as...
You're saying the magic part was the sentience, not for the production.
The magic part of the sentience and the life. But,
Got it.
But the adaptation of other organic matter's properties, that was a property of the gloop itself. And that was a thing that was, from my understanding at least, not really connected to magic at all.
Now, Doctor, can I ask a similar question? Is there any relation between this magic that brought this gloop to life and spirits?
From my understanding, it might be because in the past I've encountered cases where spirits, where elemental spirits basically activated magic abilities in certain individuals. So it might have been a contact with a spirit that, so to say, activated Gloop to begin with.
Do you know anything about the genetic makeup of spirits? Do they even have any?
The little bit that I've seen of them, I have encountered one spirit so far, a fire elemental, if I'm informed correctly. They seem to be more energetic life forms instead of actually matter-based. They basically materialize and dematerialize, from what I've seen at least, out of thin air and into thin air. And, yeah.
So you're saying it takes the molecules of a space, in this case air, and then they spontaneously become excited based on the presence of a spirit and therefore form the spirit's form?
This is pure assumption, but from what it looked, it basically are energy-based life forms instead of actually carbon-based life forms like we are. So it seems like it is more a cloud of energy that takes a form and then through this high concentration of energy somehow starts emitting photons and that's looking like it's there. Then
So then how do they reproduce?
Physical being, but once again, that is speculation from my end, and
I mean, we have access to, obviously, a lot of energy in this building alone. But I don't see any of these computers talking. How does a spirit be born and reproduce into another?
That is a very good question. That I'm honestly not sure how to answer. But once again, that is absolutely not my field of expertise.
Do you know this contact of yours in the Undercity? What was his name again? The Magic Man.
Callous.
Right. Would they be someone that has more information on the topic?
He will most likely know more about.
Do you believe you could arrange a meeting with myself and this person?
I can get in contact with him and I can try to arrange a meeting, but I cannot promise anything. He is rather careful when it comes to interactions with corporations.
Understandable.
Due to some past experiences.
Well, let's just say I have a sudden passing interest in spirits and the like, and I'd like to learn more.
I mean, that is an interesting topic, and one that personally fascinates myself, but I did not have the time nor the resources to dive deeper into the topic.
Well,
then,
lucky for you, you now have the resources, clearly, and I don't see why we don't have all the time in the world. So, maybe we take this on as a little side project, in addition to the Gloop piece.
I will put it on my list then.
Good. Of course, you're welcome to be there for the
and,
meeting with this Kythus character.
Maybe one more question. You know Criken, right?
Of course.
Are you in any relationship to him? Because we discovered that he is sick, and we were a little bit worried about him.
He's sick?
What?
How sick?
Apparently he is. Well, I do not know about his own status, but apparently he infected some people with some form of plague, I guess.
It's just rat stuff. I mean, look, I bathe fairly often for, a ratkin, but many of them out there, especially the less fortunate ones, will say, disease clings to them like flies to shit, pretty literally, actually. So,
yeah.
I don't know if he himself is in danger from this, as we kind of adapt and grow accustomed to it, but many that come in contact By the way, mind you might want to take a shower sometime if you was hanging out with Rick recently. Then they often are the ones that have to watch out.
Yeah, it's just,
I took a shower last night, but, okay.
You just like to wash your hands or something.
it's just, so you're careful because
I'm not too worried about myself.
the
Again,
word is spreading and,
oh, you're worried about him. You think other people are seeing
yes.
him as a threat.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, the guy has a little spunk, but I don't think he's a threat, really.
No, not to us. We're talking about the fine denizens of the
It's
Undercity.
just that people are worried that he could infect other people, and well, when people down there getting worried, they usually get desperate, and when people get desperate, they do unpretty things.
Well, do you have a proposal, or are you just simply passing this information?
Well, I would say for now, let's just have an eye on it, and in case something needs to get done and something develops, I will make sure to inform you as fast as possible, and we can work something up then.
I appreciate that. I like to keep my friends close. What's the saying? Keep your friends close and your best friends closer. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why you're probably standing closer to him than I am.
To be fair, you're not
I mean, I'm just here to make sure he stays safe. That's all.
Yeah, I really appreciate the effort, because after what happened over at Suniti yesterday, I not wanted to take any risks.
Serves him right.
If I may, sad boy in the corner. I assume you're here to keep her safe as well.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you want?
Nothing.
That's not true. Everyone wants something.
Her to stay safe.
A
That's
selfless
literally all I could ask.
character. Simply
What a wonderful answer!
supporting others. That sounds so nice. I think you should think on it.
Let me put it like this. He was made to do it, so
By you? Or by the Hellbats?
not by me, but also not by the Helvets. The Helvets wouldn't have the technological possibilities to create something like this. My first rule, one client does not ask about another client's business. But let's just say he is a leftover from another client's business.
You mentioned technology. And he doesn't have a choice. Do you lack free will? I'm not asking about your clients here. I'm just trying to understand associates of the people I do business with.
No, I have free will. I just want to keep people safe.
But you said he doesn't have a choice.
Well, there's a long past between us. Let's keep it at that.
Okay?
Yeah, it's not like I'm bound to her to do it, but at the same time, I don't have a choice because myself.
How you're wired, as they say.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, we of course appreciate the protectors of the world, keeping the squishy folks, able to do what they do.
Thank you for treating her well.
Yeah, well, she's got a good head on her circuits. Now, I will escort you guys out. Unless there's anything else.
Okay.
No, I think that was it from my end.
Okay.
what is it about the Voodoo cubes that lay around at Suniti's door?
Oh. I was not aware of this. Is there a pile of Wodo cubes out there?
Yep.
Well,
Essentially, somebody built a little pyramid in for the Guardians.
that's interesting. I don't believe it was any one of ours, but you know, the Wodo cubes is a popular product. I guess seems like a waste of time. Might as well check. We don't want to give anyone the wrong idea, you know? I mean, they're recovering from an attack. It'd be kind of poor taste to make a prank out of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you doing by Suniti anyway, if you don't mind me asking?
We had some business for the Hellbats going on. Basically, Suniti is into acquiring some properties down the road for driving training. So, yeah.
Right. All right then. It should take you right to the row. Have a safe trip.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Good day at Woto number 1!
Bye-bye.
What? Is it not true?
It's okay, boys. Do you want to go to Suniti and we clean up that mess?
Oh, about that.
Was that you?
That guy's still on my ass.
Right. Okay. Well, it does sound
If
pretty
he
funny.
sees me, it's... I think we should just set a cleanup crew there. I don't know.
All right. Fair enough. I
Up
mean,
to
they're
you,
coming
officer.
anyway in a couple minutes, so we don't gotta bother ourselves with it.
I see. Okay.
Well,
It's currently 15 minutes until the end of the day.
yeah. Might as well clock out early. I
Uh,
got to do some thinking. Unless
unless you
had
wanted
something.
to finish that conversation,
Yeah, why not? Let's go over here.
real quick.
Why don't we go by the seldom used offices? All right. What else would you like to discuss?
Well, I mean, you left off saying something to me until we got interrupted by Mr. Goldman.
Ah, yes. Yeah, your I was disappointed with
About
your
that.
performance today. I realize we were in a situation that we've never been in before, but it was reckless. And if I'm going to be trusting you as you just trusted me, we can't have any more of that. All right? You got to keep it on lock, regardless of which one of you is in control.
Yes, sir!
Yes, sir.
Good. I believe we're gonna be learning a lot in the next couple of days. Next step for us might be going to the Undercity again, but this time, not on company business. You know what I mean?
If I may, sir.
Yes.
Maybe it was meant to be that this were to happen to you, so you can open your eyes to a new, shining goal.
You know, for once I don't necessarily disagree. I don't find myself as driven with petty corporate schemes as I was a day ago. Seems like there's something bigger out there, you know?
Well, if you feel that way, then keep going with it. And also, bad auto. Ugh! Stop that!
The hell's that? You just punch yourself.
Just hit me. Yes, he did. Can you stop acting like a child? Anyway, the point is, you're alive and safe. That is the priority after all.
Yeah. You know,
I hope you can get some... I'm sorry, go on.
there was a time, well, for most of my life, I've obsessed with the concept of death and the possibility that it could reach me. And I've done everything in my power to avoid that. Be it lying, cheating, stealing, everything. I am where I am today. I owe a lot of this success to just pure survival instincts and adaptability. Being able to see a threat coming, swerve out of the way and redirect it to some other poor sap. But today, I had no control. I was purely at the mercy of someone else, of nature, of which I have no control over. I need to understand how I'm still here and why I'm still here. Because I don't believe it was up to me.
Perhaps it's fate, after all.
I've never been too comfortable with that concept.
Well, maybe it works more than you think it does. Manu wasn't supposed to die yet. That's why I'm in here. Seems like fate plays a role in everyone's lives. Think about that.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I should open myself up a bit more to the spiritual, if you don't mind me saying.
Think it would be a good idea, but for now, I think you should get some rest, sir.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You must be tired.
I am. I'm fucking tired. Thank you, Manu. You are dismissed.
Woto number 1!
Auto number 1.
Can you stop doing that? Can you stop doing that? That's so embarrassing. God damn it.
What? I thought it was nice! Woto number 1!
I think I'm, gonna sleep on this couch. Or rather, return to Orb. Okay, we did it, guys. Oh my god. What an episode. The end of episode 8. All it took was 3 crashes. I hope you guys liked it. That was some of the more intense and personal RP I think I've ever done. So I'm much like Ricky. I think I need a little bit of rest. I need to recover from that. That was crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I gotta do some planning on what exactly I'm going to do with Ricky's character. This was not at all what I had set out to to roleplay as. But, you know, I think the best roleplaying, the best stories kind of come from adapting and learning. So I will be doing that in the time in the next next we'll be doing that. Truth of the self, yes, yes. Truth of the self, yes, yes. Photo to the moon. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Why do all your characters become tied to fate? What does that mean? I mean, isn't everyone tied to fate? Isn't that the whole concept of fate? You right, you right. You right, you right. Well, I hear myself. Okay. Alright guys, we're gonna wrap up. I'll send you guys over to Lawman. I think he's gonna be wrapping up too, but you know, just say hi. He did a great job playing as the sergeant out on the ground today, and I'm also really excited to see the how the relationship between Ricky and Goldman changes, I think, over the next couple episodes as we kind of start to differ in our approach and our, you know, our philosophies. I think it'll be very interesting. So, one day from retirement. All right. Cash money. I'm also super excited by the prospect of a corporate character. I don't know if I would say like growing a conscience, but some form of like learning humility or learning like, you know, I think there's going to be, yeah, waking up. Yeah, exactly. You know, there's a really cool arc here that I think we can have Ricky go on. So, revolution from the inside. Yeah, there you go. Is Ricky truly a corpo at heart? I mean, he's a survivor, and he sides with the strongest influence, and in this city it's the corporations, and I think he's adapted to that, but his faith in that was kind of rocked today, so he's now, I think, trying to land on his feet. He's trying to figure out what the new, you know, what is his calling, what is his truth. Anyway, thank you for watching episode 8, everyone. I'll see you next Friday for episode 9. Sorry again for the broken up VODs. I hope I'll fix my computer crashing by then. Go say hi to Lawman. Tell him we have found the truth, and we hope he finds it too. All right, good night, everyone.